Hello and welcome back to FPS Creator Classics, where we take a look at interesting and original games developed in FPS Creator. And normally those games are shooters. I mean, the clue's in the title really, FPS Creator, first person shooter. But not every game was like that, and I really wanted to play a game in this series that was a little bit different, completely non-violent and just a totally different genre. Really the best example I could find of that was this game, Letters Kingdom, which is an educational game, was developed quite early on, 2007, comes out of Egypt from a developer who went by the name of Techno on the forums. His real name is Ahmed Abdel Salam. I'm sure I've butchered the pronunciation of that, but he entered a contest that was run on the forums in sort of the autumn of 2007, and it was basically a level design competition, and he won that competition and got I assume loads of goodies, but it also spurred him on to create the rest of the game. It's a game in which you go around and find letters of the alphabet. It's designed to teach kids English basically, and it's designed to be a family game as well, so it's supposed to be fun for the whole family. Now, full disclosure, I have already played the demo of this game, and the episode was a little bit short, so yeah, I've installed the full version of it. You actually can't get hold of this game anymore. Letters Kingdom has actually gone on to be remade as a third-person game, and it's currently for sale on Letters Kingdom's website. The FPSC version has been withdrawn from circulation, and you literally can't find it anywhere, so there won't be a download link for it. I had to contact the developer directly. He was very gracious enough to give me not just the full ISO of the original game, but also register it for me as well, so I have access to the entire game. Not quite sure if I'm going to play the whole thing. I mean, finding 26 letters might take a while, but we'll see how far we get. But yes, I do encourage you to check out the website and see the current version. I believe there is a new version that's in production as well, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, so as I say, something a little bit different for this week's episode. I've gone and modified the setup INI to get a better resolution out of it, but we are talking about early FPSC here, sort of 2007, so it's not gonna look amazing, but hopefully there's still some nice surprises in there for us. There we are, Techno Valley. And immediately we've got some nice music. Not sure who Seven Keys Media is. And there we are, FPS Creator. It's a very low resolution opening cutscene, but that's fine. And here we are, Letters Kingdom. Okay, so custom menu screen. I wonder if this is the environment we'll be in for this game. If it is, that's quite unusual because FPSC was really bad at outdoor environments. But anyway, let's fire up a new game and see. And here we are. So like I said, I have already played this opening level before. This was the demo level. So a few things I learned from that. Firstly, obviously, all the placement of the letters, so that's not going to be a surprise. Also, there is an axe hidden over here. I understand in the original release of the game, the one that was in the one that won the competition, you could actually kill these frogs. I didn't know. I'm not sure if you had to kill the frogs to win the game or what, but yeah. That feature actually does still exist in this, although they don't bleed or anything, but it's not part of the gameplay. You're not supposed to kill the frogs, you just can. So let's take a look at the world. Obviously this first level, it's quite small, it's just set in this little garden. We've got some custom media going on here. I like the design of all this. Textures are very low res, but it's a nice cartoony sort of art style. This stuff did not come with FPSC, it's been specially made. And obviously, let's not forget the frogs themselves are obviously custom characters. So yeah, good bit of effort to go to create some custom characters that are actually animated and everything. So, let's get into the actual game itself. The idea of the game is that you have to collect all of the letters. So, our first letter is A. And each time you collect one,
A.
You get a little cutscene like this.
Apple.
Most of them are a little bit better than that. They've got some cool animations coming up as well. This one lingers for quite a long time, but there you are. You've picked up the letter A, and you basically just have to collect them in order. So you have to put yourself into the sort of mindset of a, I don't know, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, I'm not really sure. I mean, this game was designed in Egypt, so I don't know how old kids are in Egypt when they start learning English. Presumably quite young.
B. Ball.
It's also worth mentioning the very nice music that's going on in the background. Nice calming sort of atmosphere. So there's this axe here.
This might be useful.
This might be useful. And it turns out it is, but yeah, this perhaps doesn't fit the cartoony style. Like, it looks a little bit too realistic. I think it came from one of the fantasy packs. Yeah, there were some fantasy assets released for FPSC, although not many of those games ever actually made it to market. Interesting thing about the sort of melee weapons of FPSC, they leave bullet holes. Just a little side note there. Yeah.
C. Car.
Now at this point in the demo, apart from talking about the foliage, which has collision, which is unusual for FPSC foliage, I got massively stuck and couldn't find the letter D anywhere. I looked on the roof, I looked in the trees. It turns out it's actually hidden inside this little house that's in the trunk of a tree.
D. Dog.
I have to say, I do like those little animations. No idea where they came from, but yeah, they're very good.
E. Elephant.
So as we progress further into the game, we'll get to some stuff that I haven't played yet, so it may get a bit harder. One area that really kind of caught me off guard was I could see something under these rocks, but I was trying to kind of chip away at them and nothing was happening. You have to get really close, crouch down, and then start. In fact, I'm not even sure I'm doing any damage. I think I might actually need to be on top of them a little bit. Let's see if I can jump on top. See, like that. I don't feel like I'm doing any damage to these rocks, but I assure you I can chip them away. This is where the choice of tool would have been better. I mean, alright, it's an axe, but if it were a pickaxe, that would be like more befitting. This is the sort of axe you'd chop down a tree with. It's not the sort of axe you would chop up rocks with. But yeah, anyway, just a little comment there.
F. Fish.
So that's it for level 1. As you can tell, that was obviously quite a short level. Would have been quite a short episode if I'd have just ended it there. So that's why I've gone ahead and installed the full game. So here we are in a second garden. This one looks a little bit bigger. I like all these little houses. These are all custom builds as well.
This might be useful.
So we have been given another axe in case we didn't pick one up before. Although I don't know how you would have got out of that level without an axe. You can't get through the rocks on the floor any other way. This is cool. House sort of built into a toadstool. And yep, I thought as much. You can pick up these boxes. A little bit of a shame that they're not sort of cartoony in style, because I think that would probably be a bit more fitting, but I guess it wouldn't be an FPSC game without some sort of stacking puzzle like this. That'll probably do. No, I pushed it off. Knew that was going to happen. And up we go. Giraffe.
G. Giraffe.
So whilst we're up here, we'll take a little quick look around. These trees are again custom models. In fact, almost everything here is custom. The grass is custom. That wasn't a texture that came with FPSC as far as I'm aware. These hedges, okay, yeah, the texture's pretty stretched on those. They don't look that great, but you get the idea. This skybox, okay, that is stock. That does come with FPSC. But it does sort of fit the theme, so that's cool. I can already see our next letter.
Edge. Hat.
Okay, great. I like the use of this animated decal here for the smoke. It very much has a kind of... oh my god, what happened there? Very much has a kind of a fairy tale sort of feel to it, this game. Come on! There we go, I knew I'd get it.
Ice cream.
I could do one of those right now, actually. Ah, it's too hot, it hurts. Oh, wow. Okay, so they put a hurt zone in around the flue of that house. This rock moves. Can I pick it up? I can. Am I supposed to do anything with it? That's the next question. And what is this? Is this just an error, or is this actually meant to be here? I think it's probably just an error. L. Can't take this letter. Of course I can't. So I guess we're on the hunt for... what did we just pick up? I. So J. Okay, well there's a K. Well, the only house I've not been on top of yet is this one, so I just wonder if I put this box over here and take a look. No, I think I need to go up higher than that. And there's nothing up here. Well, that was a waste. Okay, well, fair enough. So, still on the hunt for the letter J. seeing if it might be on one of the trunks of the trees, like H was. I wonder if I have to hit anything with this axe. Wait a minute, there was an immovable box. Ah, there we go. Clever.
J. Jeep.
So it does offer some challenge, this game. You know, you do actually have to think about it. Which is why I think it probably would be best played sort of with a parent. Because I'm not sure a 5-year-old would figure that out.
K. Kite.
I really want to know where these animations came from.
L. Lion.
Awesome. So that's level 2 complete. We're doing okay. Being challenged a little bit, but maybe it's just because it's the end of a long work week. Right, well, things are... We've got a castle here to explore at some point, I guess. Nice little fire decal there. Huh. Dog. I wonder if there is a dog that lives there. Any more animated characters, perhaps? It's a very small castle. P. I'll try and remember where all these are so I can come back and find them later in the right order. Well, that's weird. A wooden ladder with a metal sound. Okay, so here's our next... Oh, come on. Collision issue there. Had to crouch to get through there.
M. Monkey.
Wait, I saw another one up there. The letter R. How am I going to get up there? Some clever jumping, I guess. That looks like it'd be quite a challenge to get up there. Okay, so I think we're sensing a bit of a theme here. Also, I'm slightly concerned by the fact that we have health and that we're losing it through various falls and yeah, all sorts of stuff like that. Basically mean being careless. I wonder if that's some kind of meta commentary for kids to sort of get them to play sensibly.
N. Nest.
So this game was sold commercially for a few dollars, and it obviously proved successful, otherwise the developer wouldn't have carried on with the development of it. As I say, it's now been turned into a third-person game.
O. Ostrich.
So was that R or was that P? I can't remember now. P. Yep. P for parrot.
P. Parrot.
I guess it would be difficult to make the animations fit with this sort of fairy tale aesthetic.
Q. Queen.
Now we're going to try and get that that letter that was at the top here. There's going to have to be some very precise jumping going on here. Unless I can carry something up here. Seems unlikely. Oh, nearly. Come on. There we go.
R. Rabbit.
And that is the end of that level. Oh, an indoor level. Okay, this is a change of pace. Finally we're getting to see a little bit of... Ow! What happened? I suddenly lost loads of health. I'm assuming there's no enemies in this game. I mean, that would be a little bit cruel. Wait a minute, this... Okay, so the layout of the castle is kind of like the cartoony one we saw in the last level, but now that we're inside, it's a lot bigger. This is it's a TARDIS. Bigger on the inside. I was going to go on to say that I assume there's no enemies here. Well, maybe Doug the dog is roving about somewhere, but... So now we're back into more traditional FPS Creator territory with this kind of interior level. We've got some custom wall textures, but some stock assets like this bed. Very much laid out in a kind of a grid fashion.
S. Swan.
Do they get swans in Egypt? I guess they must do. I don't remember seeing a T anywhere. I mean, there must... Oh, there it is. What? What on earth is that?
T. Tent.
Okay, that sound effect is... That's really creepy. This also looks like a fake wall. Oh, you can actually just... What? Okay, well I'm gonna... Ah, okay, so is this... Maybe that's the end. I'll come back to that in a minute, but... Well, that sound effect was very creepy. Suddenly expected it to turn all gothic on me.
U. Umbrella.
And if I remember correctly, V was back down those stairs again. See if I'm going to sustain any fall damage. No.
V. Violin.
And W was back up here somewhere.
W. Whale.
The bed moved. That's weird. Bed's dynamic.
X. Xylophone.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I would say xylophone, but maybe that's just because I'm British. Now, I remember seeing a Y down here, so I'm assuming this is the way to go. Is this the way out of the Letters Kingdom? I wonder. Yacht.
Y.
It's a very fancy yacht.
Yacht.
And that spelling is an absolute nightmare for non-English speakers. I mean, that makes no sense. Even to an English speaker, the spelling of that makes no sense. Haven't really been able to comment a huge amount on this game. Well, there you go, there's your Z. Do I have to chop through the wood, perhaps? Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, haven't really been able to comment a huge amount on the game because, well, certainly in this level there's not been an awful lot to it. But let's pick up our last letter and finish the game.
Z. Zebra.
And there we go. I'll click to skip past these intro cinematics again. So sadly we didn't get to see this this environment here, although some of the assets did carry over into the FPSC game. Perhaps this is from the remake. I'll just come out of that. So that was Letters Kingdom, and I am pleased I played it because I really did want to play a non-violent game just to get some kind of variety into the type of content that's going out in this series. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I asked the developer if I could play the full version, so I must have enjoyed it. There was a lot of custom media going on in there. I like the cartoony art style of a lot of those assets, and the frogs were quite well done, even though they were only present in that opening level. The game offered a few little challenges. I mean, I got stuck on that opening level when I first played it. But once I'd kind of figured out the level that the game pitched itself in terms of difficulty, it didn't challenge me too much, but just enough. So if I was playing this with my child, or if I was a child and I was playing it with my parents, I think I would have enjoyed it. I think there would have been enough there for us both to kind of get something out of it. Oh, it's also worth mentioning the music as well. Yeah, I really like the music. I mean, it was a bit repetitive after a sort of 4 levels of it, but it was kind of nice and calming. And the only thing I didn't get was the sort of weird castle level at the end was a little bit kind of stark and not very cartoony, and the lighting almost made it look a little bit sinister, and there was a random sinister sound effect. Yeah, that was a little bit odd, but aside from that, yeah, I thought it was a really nice little game, and I'm pleased that someone was able to package that up and sell it and make a few dollars, because, you know, it's a really kind of wholesome idea, basically. So if you want to check out Letters Kingdom, as I say, the current version is not made in FPSC, but there will be a link to the website in the description. And yeah, I invite you to have a look at it if you think your child will be interested in playing a game like this. So that's about everything I've got to say about Lettuce Kingdom. So thanks for joining me, and next week, or next time I should say, normal service will be resumed, and I'm sure we'll be getting back to killing zombies or something. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.